Hello, my name is Doug Zywall. I am the Social Studies Department Chair at Hayfield. I have been at Hayfield for the last 7 years and have taught AP Government my entire time there. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about why you should take AP Gov, or really even challenge yourself to take AP Comparative Government. So I want to talk about both of those classes today. So always like to say that students as seniors should be challenging themselves, and many hawks are on their way to college after senior year, and this class is really run as a college course. It's run by the College Board, but you have an opportunity to earn college credit. So a lot of kids, they haven't taken an AP class their whole high school career. I want to gear that to those kids who are going to challenge themselves for the very first time to take an AP class. If you're kind of an old pro at taking AP classes, maybe you took AP World History, AP US History, and you're on the right track to continue and take AP Government, this is also for you. But think about that challenge for yourself. Basically, in AP Government, we're learning through 5 units here. They're listed right here on the screen. The foundations of American democracy. So we're learning about the Constitution and the Constitutional Convention and all those things, building on a lot of the things that you learned about in U.S. history and even in your middle school civics class. Unit 2 is our big unit. We're talking about the 3 branches of government. We're also talking about the bureaucracy, so you'll learn about how a bill becomes a law, what things can the president do, how do the courts work, and things like that in Unit 2. Unit 3 is always a fun, exciting unit as well, because we're talking about the Bill of Rights and what rights you have and how your rights might change if you're in school versus out of school and things like that. What things are you get arrested for? What things could you get fired for? So those always encourage some interesting conversations in class. Unit 4, American political ideologies. You're learning about how you feel about what are your political ideologies. Do you lean to the left? Do you lean to the right? And things like that, public opinion and political socialization and topics like that in Unit 4. And then finally, Unit 5, learning about voting, campaigning, how people get involved in the political process as well. In AP Comparative Government, now AP US Government, the one class I just spoke about, is a year-long course. So you spend the entire year going over those 5 units. In AP Comparative Government, it's basically 2 classes in one. So the first semester is AP US Government. You learn about the American political system. But the second semester, you're learning about 6 other countries and their political systems. So I always like to say it's definitely 2 classes in one. It's faster paced, but it's not necessarily double the work. So that's always a common misconception between the 2 countries. So cramming in all that stuff in one semester, and then we learn about these 6 other countries, very unique and different countries between each other and between the United States. But the United Kingdom, Mexico, Nigeria, Russia, Iran, and China are covered in the second semester. So if you're really trying to challenge yourself and you really love history and all that kind of good stuff, comparative government is definitely the place to be. So just want to close with a couple quick things and some other notes here for you. That if you take this class, of course, in all AP classes, you get a little bit of a grade bump, right? 1 point above. So if you got a B in the class, it counts as an A on the 4.0 scale. The biggest bonus, I think, for taking this class, what I would always say is the biggest advantage of taking this class, is that if you pass the AP exam in May, you earn college credit, right? Depending on what college you go to and what your score is and things like that. If you take comparative government, you have 2 opportunities to pass the AP exam with 2 tests that you'll take in May. Also have a great relationship and partnership with the Hawk Writing Center. So if you're a little bit nervous about, I'm not really that great of a writer, or I haven't really written a lot of formal papers and I'm worried that AP is going to really kind of overwhelm me, great partnership with the Hawk Writing Center to build those skills. Also, a very generous test retake policy. If you're not very strong when it comes to tests, in some cases, opportunities to retake the test and get points back on that front. Also have a pretty flexible homework policy. I like to put my homework, all the government teachers put their homework assignments well in advance, usually online as well. So opportunities to work ahead, and there's never going to be a time where we do something in class and that's due the next day. We often have a week-long gap there to get your work in. And the last thing I'll mention is opportunities to work on political campaigns and to hear from local officials. So we often have, we had our U.S. congressmen in our classes, our state senators and state delegates have been in our classes before, so great opportunities to hear from them as well. Final note here, of course, if you have any further questions, I'm happy to answer them. Feel free to shoot me a message in Schoology, or you can send me an email at my email listed here, dlzywal@fcps.edu. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in AP Gov.